President Trump is hosting Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy and European leaders at the White House, talking about a possible path forward in the war in Ukraine. And the president has already made a key promise. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Lisa Hughes.
And I'm David Wade. President Trump said the U.S. will offer long-term support for whatever is next in that region. CBS's Torian Small is in Washington for us tonight, where the talks continue even as we speak. Torian.
Yeah, Lisa and David, it's a much different face-to-face for Zelenskyy and Trump since their last Oval Office meeting. Zelensky's sharing pleasantries with the president as the two work together to end Russia's war in Ukraine.
And thank you very much.
President Trump met with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy at the White House Monday for a high-stakes discussion about ending the war that Russia started 3.5 years ago.
I want to get the war stopped.
President Trump expressed hope that Monday's meeting will lead to talks with all three leaders, something Russian President Vladimir Putin has so far resisted, but Zelenskyy has been pushing.
This is a good signal about threat. I think this is very good.
The meeting follows President Trump's summit with Putin in Alaska Friday. Before that meeting, Trump had threatened severe consequences for Russia if there wasn't a ceasefire, but he backed off of that threat after the talks.
We can work a deal where we're working on a peace deal while they're fighting.
Among the main issues, what happens to about 20% of Ukrainian territory Russian troops currently control? President Trump also met Monday with key European leaders who, like Ukraine, want a deal that includes security guarantees so Putin doesn't launch another invasion in a few years.
During the Oval Office meeting, President Trump said any peace would have to be long-term and pledged U.S. support.
This is very long term. We're not talking about a 2-year peace and then we end up in this mess again. When it comes to security, there's going to be a lot of help. It's going to be good. They are first line of defense because they're there. They're Europe. But we're going to help them out also. We'll be involved.
As the diplomacy continues, Russia keeps pounding Ukraine with missile and drone strikes. Ukraine says at least 10 people were killed overnight, including a small child.
A few European leaders pressed President Trump to convince Putin to accept a ceasefire ahead of their next trilateral meeting. It wasn't clear if President Trump was receptive to that idea. David and Lisa.
Torian Small live at the White House tonight. Thank you, Torian. And today we spoke to retired Army Brigadier General Kevin Ryan, who used to work in Moscow and now works for the Kyiv School of Economics. He says he is hopeful we'll see progress.
I'm optimistic that the European leaders and President Zelenskyy, they're smart people. They are motivated to end this war. I think that they could find common ground moving forward. But it is not going to be easy, and it will not be done today.